All right, Shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakodash. I would like to give double honors to my elders and apostles at Great Millstone that do well. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect, and the 1/3. And Lord's will this video be edifying and exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Baha Racha Kodash. And exhorting to the sincere. All right, just wanted to make sure audio is good. I see the video is good. All right, so as the title reads, the Lewd city is tasting shortages. Okay, the Lewd city is tasting shortages. You know, how ironic. But call Allah Yahweh Bashem El Shai, Bashem Rachak Kodash. Okay, and Tawada Yahweh Bashem El Shai, Bashem Rachak Kodash will give me the inspiration to do this lesson. I was actually on SHT, shit hit the fan plan. I was on there. And I just kept seeing shortages. And that's one thing you're noticing that keeps lingering in the air, okay, is shortages, all right? This place is slowly, okay, being funneled, okay, to a destitute state, all right? And that's what you're witnessing. But we have to understand that this is all happening because of judgment, all right, from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, which is prophecy, but your actions that you have taken have led to fulfill this prophecy, okay? And one thing that stirs me the wrong way in Babylon is lewdness, okay? I notice that's a heavy spirit here is lewdness. Actually, let me share my screen, all right? And Shalom, Yahweh Bashem El Shai, Bashem Rakakodash, Barakatam, all right, to you brothers and sisters tuning in. Shalom to you, all right? Just keep holding on, keep fighting, keep doing what you got to do. Keep battling. Okay. It's a battle. It's a fight. This is what we're here to do. All right. We are building a testimony in righteousness as servants to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. This is Revelations 2:13. Check this. I know thy works and where thou dwellest. This is Yahushai speaking to us. See, Yahushai is always exhorting us. Okay. And I want to say this too. If the Spirit has it, I'm going to go into a few scriptures pertaining to us in this famine. Okay. We will be protected. All right. We will be protected. But it's on my spirit right now to cast forth judgment. Okay. And why this is happening to these people. This famine isn't for us. This is for them. This shortages is for the lewd of these people. See, you have sisters, you know, practicing modest apparel. That's not lewd. Brothers, now we don't sag and walk with our ass hanging out. That's not lewd. See, we are doing what we believe through faith is pleasing to Yahweh Bashem El Shai. So we shouldn't have to feel a sense of worry. Your flesh may, that's the flesh, but you in the spirit shouldn't, okay? But check this, Revelations 2:13, I know thy works, is Yahushai speaking, and where thou dwellest, even where Satan's seat is. So see, Yahushai knows where we're at, okay? He knows that we're in Satan's seat. And one thing, okay, that you have to realize is, you know, the most wickedest thing you can do is just being against the Most High. You know, the most wickedest thing you can do is just being against Yahweh Bashem El Shai. And actually, real quick, I believe it's 1 Samuel 16. Let me just put this in. Yep, look at that. I believe it's 1 Samuel, 15, excuse me. Real quick, look. 1 Samuel 15:23, for rebellion, okay? Anything that's against Yahweh Bashem El Shai, watch. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft. Okay, so if we're told, hey, you got to dress in modest apparel. So Esau tells you what? Oh no, dress, you know, half naked. That's a normal here. Okay, that's the normal here in America. Is just half naked. Like I literally get tired of seeing, excuse my language, fucking cleavage all day. You know what I mean? Like damn, like everywhere I go, there's a woman with her just ass hanging out, even down to the youngest of girls. And then the mothers do this to them. Then the men, their asses are hanging out from sagging. I mean, it's just nothing but lewdness, you know. We actually got mooned. That's a term for when someone shows you their ass. We got mooned one time at camp by an Edomite woman. It was actually grotesque. It was disgusting, you know. And that's another thing too. You learn in this truth where you don't always want to be in the flesh. Like I don't always want to have to think about sex or ass and body parts, but that's all he gives you here. Because why? Going back, we're at Satan's seat. And then I believe it was this year or last year, whatever, you had that demon I don't even know what he is. I don't even know what he is. Little Nas, I mean, I joke. I say he's a cyborg. I'm not saying he is, but I don't know what he is. I don't know what he is, but he's clearly being used as like a voodoo doll. All right. The only time you ever see this guy is just something wicked. Like, I don't even want to Google anything pertaining to this guy, but I mean, the things that he's done alone is a whole of how wicked this place is, where he literally lap dances on Satan's seat. They portray this red guy as Satan, of course, but then they're showing him a male dancing on another male. The things that happen here is to the point to where you almost are looking around like, where's the lightning bolt? Where's the judgment? But wickedness has to increase. So with wickedness increasing, shortages increasing, famines increasing, judgments increasing, droughts increasing, dearth is increasing. So while they keep being wicked and partying around Satan's seat, it's just building up more and more and more judgment. 1 Samuel 15:23, for rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft. So when you do contrary to Yahweh Shemel Shai, or where you create a world that's contrary to Yahweh Shemel Shai, what is that, James 4:4? Then you live, okay, in witchcraft. This place is literally just a city of lewd wickedness. This is James 4:4. Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enemy with the Most High? Why would the friendship of the world be enmity with the Most High? Because this world is constructed around Satan's seat, what is complete rebellion to against Yahweh Shemel Shai's image and how we're supposed to conduct ourselves. You see? Okay. This is what we're witnessing. This is why you're seeing shortages. Okay. You want to be half naked? We'll be half full. It says, ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is an enemy of the Most High. So these people, okay, expressing their freedom, expressing how their body is there and what they do with it is their choice, that is enmity. Okay. So it's like, even though we know it's prophecy, but it's beautiful how it's playing out. So it's like, oh, okay, that's your body. Then find your own food. Let me take all the fish. Don't it say that in Nahum? The Lord going to take all the fish. He's going to take all this. So let me take all this out. All right. Since it's your body, it's your choice, it's your free will. Well, here, let me just take all my stuff out then. Okay. Let me take my water out. Let me take my cattle out. Let me take my quail and my chicken. Let me take all these things that are mine out. So you're proud ass. Now let's see what you got. Now survive off what you got. See, the pride here is at an all-time high. 1 Samuel 15:23, for rebellion is as a sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry, because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord. He also has rejected thee from being a king. Now, this in context, this is talking about Saul. But this is applied to today in the same actions. And that's what Christians don't do for you. They don't broaden your horizon with the Bible. It's like, oh, this in context only means we can apply this to Saul. We can't learn off this. That's why it says that things written down were written for our learning. So we learn from these things. But see, man is set up, okay, to be in this rebellious, stubborn manner, to fulfill prophecy ultimately. Now let's finish our initial point in this, and then let's jump into Tobit, and let's go into that word lewd. Okay. It says, I know thy works where thou dwellest, even where Satan's seat is. Yeah. Here it is. We're in Satan's seat, and you got Nas X twerking, a man, and even women, you know what I mean? You knew that spirit was increasing. It was a few years ago. All these women just started twerking. It's just this new thing now. It's like an actual spirit. It's an actual spirit. There was I don't know if it was a skit, but there was like a woman who said she couldn't stop, because she was possessed. It says, and thou holdest fast my name. So keep holding on to the name of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Even pray, please, Abanawa Yahweh Shemel Shai, please, Baba Kashah, put it on my spirit to continue and always call on your name, to the point to where it's a reflex, and has not denied my faith, even in those days where Antipas was my faithful martyr, who was slain among you where Satan dwelleth. See, so you've had in time past martyrs, all right, brothers, even sisters, all right, that have died in the faith. Okay, you got the 7 sons and their mother in the time of the Greeks. okay, and the many men during the Roman Empire, even now to here, okay, in this empire, all right, where some of us will be put to death for not denying the faith, you see, but that's what it's coming to. But let's keep going on the lewdness part, all right. So let's jump into this. Let's go here and let's prove first why, because of lewdness, famine is coming. So real quick, Tobit 4. Let's get this really fast. Tobit 4, and let's start at 13. All right. Tobit 4 and 13, it says, now therefore, my son, love thy brethren, and despise not in thy heart thy brethren, the sons and daughters of thy people. And we're learning this now, but on a small scale, because the only ones that we can love are those that do the will. You know, we may have love for our people because they are our people, but at the end of the day, there's nothing we can do for our people if they're not of the Lord's elect. Okay. Just like us, you know, there's a lot of our people that are just set up to be Gentiles, you know, so we're learning now to love the brotherhood, those that are enduring, those that are doing the work. All right. Not just loving some Gentile Jake because he's just a Jake, you know. You gotta check yourself on that. It says, and daughters of thy people. Right now you have the Lord is opening up more sisters. And I'll say this too, you know, for you sisters out there, you got to examine yourself. Okay. Because as a personal testimony, a lot of so-called Israelite sisters that I've met are extremely worldly. Okay. They're extremely worldly. You know, one thing we practice, okay, is, you know, humility, but integrity. And one thing for the daughters that I've noticed here is Esau has done such a number on them that even when they come into this truth, quote unquote, they're still of the world. Okay. And this is also too what brings in more lewdness. Okay. I've seen some crazy things with some women pertaining to this truth, you know, dressing, how they're dressing and stuff, you know, and there's not a heavy spirit for the sisters to despise that. Now, I know you don't have much of a voice as if you can't get online, but hey, you sisters out there, you need to be praying too. You need to be praying for judgment coming too. You know, that should piss you off too. But real quick, since we're speaking about lewdness, let's hold this up on deck. Okay. Jeremiah 31 and 22. All right, let's hold that and let's go back. Where are we at here? Okay. It says, the sons and the daughters of thy people, in not taking a wife of them, for in pride is destruction and much trouble, and in lewdness is decay and great want, for lewdness is the mother of famine. See, so lewdness is the mother of famine. Now let's go into this word lewd real quick. All right. Lewd definition. Let's put the definition. Let's check this out. Look at this. Lewd is crude and offensive in a sexual way. So look, smutty, that's even a term. They'll call a woman a smut. Right? Look, dirty, filthy, pornographic, you know, everything is sex. Everything is sexually related. It's very tiring and vexing to the spirit. But who is the main ones being used to bring in lewdness? Women. Okay. Now let's go here. This is Jeremiah 31 and 22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For now, remember, we're also referred to as a woman. For the Lord has created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. So right now you have a heavy vibration in the earth where women, okay, there's a power move given to women. All right. And for you sisters out there, you need to take that spirit off you when you come into this truth. Okay. Now, and that's another thing too, even in this truth, brothers practice mercy. You know, we're not tyrants pertaining to the law. But going back, you know, as a testimony, I've met, not like that, but in my walks of brushing shoulders of brothers and sisters, this is what I've perceived when it comes to sisters. They're the ones that I've seen, all right, are very worldly. I'm not saying there ain't sincere ones out there. So don't allow Satan to jump on you, you know, just because we're in Satan's seat, you know, don't allow him to jump on you because that's really that demon. Okay, that's that demon that will making you upset, because that's another thing too. Here it's taught that women can't be rebuked or corrected, especially amongst the Israelite community. For some odd reason, black people do not have a backbone when it comes to checking black, loudmouth, lewd women. Okay, there is a spirit out here where they can just do and do and do, and that's not okay. All right, that's not okay. Matter of fact, since the spirit's got me on it, Is it this one I want? Let's go to my history. I just saw something today that right here, look at this. And this is the brother, so I can play this. Check this out. Look at this. Look at all these loud mouth, nasty, lewd black women. Okay, look at this. This is tiring. I can't hear that. Okay, look at that. This is demonic. Look at this. This is what Yahweh Shem Shai is talking about. You see? And then you have these same women that will come into the truth, so-called, wearing fringes, but with this same mindset. Okay. This is why you see great famine and great judgment coming for Israel. Okay. This is why Solomon said, but of women, I found none. So you sisters out there, let me get this off the screen because it's grotesque. For you sisters out there, you need to sit back and humble yourselves and understand, like, damn, there's not only judgment for Israel, there's not only judgment for Edom, there's not only judgment for Babylon, there's specific judgment for women. Okay. Just like how there's judgment for us, there is specific judgment for women. There's scripture. I'm not going to look for it right now. I was reading it. There was a scripture I was coming across where the Lord spoke how he specifically judged the man. So you don't think the Lord specifically going to judge women? And look at what has become of our women. Okay. Completely lewd, crude, and through. This is why you're seeing, okay, this land and what's taking place. Okay, in this great judgment that's getting ready to befall this place. All right. It says, let's see. It says, what's this? Let's keep reading. It says, let not the wages of any man which has wrought for thee tarry with thee, but give him out of hand. For if thou serve the Most High, he will also repay thee. Be circumspect, my son, in all things thou doest, and be wise in all thy conversations. And that makes me think of Peter's. So now we got to go to Peter's. Now let's keep going though. And it says, do that to no man which thou hatest. Right. So we don't do things to people that we hate. Okay. We don't do things to people that we hate, like cutting someone off in a conversation. You can converse and things like that, or, being lewd and, rude. Okay. And proud. Hey, I don't like those things. So I'm not going to do that to someone. Right. It says, drink not wine to make thee drunken, neither let drunkenness go with thee in thy journey. Give of thy bread to the hungry and of thy garments to them that are naked. Right. So, spiritually, that garment is this truth. But even when you look, hey, these women need a damn garment, man. Okay. Spiritually and physically, they need to be covered up because this is lewdness. They are going to die in the prophesied famine. Okay. These Israelite women that you see, they are going to perish and pine away. Okay. These monstrous women, you see, and some of them that have children are going to come out deformed. Like the scripture said, look at this line. Okay. And this is just a small example. You see, this is a small example of reality. That's what we need to understand, and it was on my spirit to express that to you sisters out there. Okay. You need to understand the position you're in. Don't be walking around proud with it because that's an American mindset. All right. It's time for you to learn how to be an Israelite woman. Okay. Just like how we're learning to be Israelite men, because this place is going to get consumed with all the destruction that is prophesied, and all those that are going to be loving this world right now are going to get consumed with it. So the best thing you can do is not have a friendship with this world or like this world. And I see a lot of men and women, especially women, you like lewdness. You like showing off your body. You like compassing a man. All right. That's lewd. And it says, be down here. It says, right here, it says, are naked. It says, of thy garments of them that are naked, and according to thy abundance, give alms, and let not thy eye be envious when thou givest alms. Right. And that was the point we wanted. Now, real quick, it said conversations. So let's go to 2 Peter's. Okay. Let's go to 2 Peter's real quick. And I got some articles I can pull up, but I'm really just going in the spirit. This is 2 Peter's 2 and 7. It says, let's start at 5. It says, and Well, actually, we started 4. It says, if the Most High spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell, speaking about us, and delivered them into chains of darkness. Right, we're in chains of darkness. Here it is. We're in this nasty, sinful flesh, but here in Satan's seat, it's okay to show off, love handles and stretch marks and be half naked. That's vile, okay? That's actually vile, and nobody wants to see that, all right? I gotta go somewhere and eat in a corner. I can't even look at people while I'm eating. It's so nasty here. It says to be reserved unto judgment, and spared not the old world, but saved Noah and the 8th person, a preacher of righteousness. So we're in the spirit of Noah and preaching righteousness. What's wrong with us preaching righteousness? But this city of lewdness has now tasting shortages because they have fully indulged themselves in wickedness. And so has Israel, okay? Being a Gentile is one of the worst things that Jake has experienced. Being a Gentile is one of the worst things that Jake has experienced. Look at this. Her whole ass cheek is out. You know what always got me too? Is how a woman doesn't want you to see them in their bra and panties, but then they'll wear a bikini. That's called deprived of wisdom, okay? Do you not see that how this is your bra and panties and you're completely lewd? I can see everything. But that just goes to show you this place is on a very low level when it comes to logic. It says, preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. See, the ungodly is tasting shortages because of its ungodly nature. All right, it's ungodliness. Now, look, when you go here, look, you got a formula, which you shouldn't even be giving your baby this. Okay, this is low. Food is low. Where else was I at? I was going into this. There's a whole bunch on here. But when you look down, look, you even got shortages, all right, of electricity that you got. So there's going to be no more twerking on TikTok. Okay. No more bouncing and jumping and screwing and bumping and grinding. No more OnlyFans. Okay. No more lusting. Because when that electricity goes, we ain't going to have to deal with dealing with the demon of lust. Okay. I mean, ain't nothing wrong, but there's righteous and unrighteous, And it says, let me see, where there's electricity, I think, and then what they got, the gas, food. This place is truly experiencing a dearth. It's experiencing famines on all scales because of its wickedness, because of its wicked nature and its wicked mindset, how it carries and conducts itself. This is why, us, okay, serving the Lord, there's a certain standard we need to keep, okay? And just like the sisters out there, and I know there's sincere sisters, but you need to understand the scale of wickedness when it comes to our so-called women, okay? Because it's hard. It's hard to say that, yeah, this is our women, okay? It's hard to say that, right? Shit is ridiculous, man. 2 Peter 2:6, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, because this was lewd, okay? Sick. And who got turned to a pillar of salt? Lot's wife. Why would you turn back to look at that shit? Because there was something there. See, you got to understand the demonicness, the demonic battle that will make you like lewdness or make you like hanging out with a Mo, or a Lisa Leslie. You see? It says, and condemn them with an overthrow, making them an ensample unto those that after should live ungodly. So it was an example. And now look, they took that example and revamped the wheel. You need to be put down, okay? This needs to be stopped. Let's get off of this. That needs to be stopped, all right? Look, and deliver just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. We are vexed here, okay? Especially as the Israelite men, we are vexed here with what we have to see and deal with. Look, exhaust with labor. There's days where I'm just exhausted. I gotta look over here. See, to afflict or oppress with evils. We are oppressed with evils. So then imagine when you get into this truth and then you find other Israelites and they're completely of the world. That's oppression. That's oppression. Okay? To make trouble for, to treat roughly. That shit is crazy, man. That shit is crazy. I wasn't marveled by it, but I was surprised. I'm gonna say I'm surprised with the characteristics of the Israelite sisters that I may have brushed shoulders with over the years. I'm surprised how effing worldly you are. And that's terrible, but it's the truth. You see? So for you sincere sisters out there, let this be a warning and an admonishment to you. Conduct yourself in a righteous manner and let the rest of these banshees burn by the wayside, because that's what's going to happen. They're going to effing burn right with the wicked men, the wicked children, and these heathens. But notice how the Spirit has me getting on us, our people, because judgment must begin at the house of Israel. You see? So we are afflicted and oppressed with the evils, not only from the heathens, but even in the midst of our own people. You see? Let's get second Esdras real quick. All right. Going back to the shortages. All right. Let's grab this second Esdras 6 and 22. Let's make a quick point. Points have to be made here. Things have to be addressed. Rebuke has to come. Prophecy has to be fulfilled. Second Esdras 6 and 22. And suddenly shall the sown places. Yeah, you know, it's funny. It makes me think all them sewing weaves. You're going to have a lot of these so-called daughters of Zion, okay, that are going to be out here looking real crazy. Hey, I'll even tell you, when I was growing up, I actually thought that our women had hair. I didn't know that it was a sew-in. I didn't know it was a weave. So we're about to see, oh, what does it say? The vintage shall fail. What is that? Let me grab that. Isaiah 32. Let's grab that real quick. Let's snag that. Vintage shall fail. Yep, Isaiah 32. Check this. Isaiah 32 and 10. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. You careless women that want to be lewd. The world is ending. The world as you know it is ending. And you want to be careless, stupid, and a hoe. These careless women, they're sewing and weaves and these weird ass, lewd ass clothing. Oh boy. Oh, it's about to get biblical. Ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail. See, the sew-ins, the butt lifts, the boobs, the push-up bras, the leggings, all of that's going to come to naught. The gathering shall not come, right? This place is about to get hit in a real biblical way. Second Esdras 6 and 20. Let me say this too. Any of you out there that are offended right now or got demons, you can take your ass right off this channel and be destroyed with the rest of 2/3. And I'm going to say that right now. I'm going to say that right now because this is only for the elect. Okay? Second Esdras 6 and 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. This is why you're seeing shortages. This is why you're seeing things wiped out. What's going on? Inflation, 50% wiped out. What's happening? What's going on? What's going on? Because of the lewdness, the ungodliness, the wickedness, the carelessness, the careless city. Okay? The careless city is about to have to put you in a spirit of being careful because things is getting turned up and inside out. See? So all that sown places, well, I could just go and pick up this. I can just go and buy that so I can go be more wicked. The Lord has taken all of that away. And that's what Israel has gotten drunken off of. The glitz and the glamour of Babylon. And it's turned you into a lewd, vile, brute beast. So now it's hunting season. Now it's time for the beast to be put down. See? And it says, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. Great shortages is coming to the great city of lewdness. Okay? That's what America is. It is a great city of lewdness. And we're tired of it. We're sick of it. Okay? We're sick of seeing the lewd, vile nature. All right? We get on Esau. We get on heathens. But you also got to get on our own people. Let's go to Matthew's. This is why a great famine is coming. A great dearth is in the land. And it's going to be on all sides, okay? Not only food, but physical, tangible things, okay? Shelter is going to be scarce. Clothing is going to be scarce. Since you wanted to be half naked, take your ass out there now. Oh, you know, it's a great point. I watched this show. It's called Survivor. And it's actually very a spiritual show. I like to watch things that pull out, I like to get edification. So in this show Survivor, there's seasons where they'll have the people start the game show with what they're wearing. And guess what? The women always come, they're wearing no underwear. They don't got a bra, but they got a skirt on. And then as the show goes on, they're in left but nothing but a t-shirt and their drawers. This is how you women are going to be out here in Jacob's trouble. Okay? Complete scarce. Okay? Just out here wearing nothing. You see? Half naked, since you wanted to live a half naked life. See, look. So that's her bra, man, that she had to wear because they started the show with what you came with your clothes on, And I myself, now, of course, we go through, it's all about prayer. But I myself, when I leave the house, hey, I like to leave the house, make sure that I'm fit for whatever may come my way in this concrete jungle, But you have people come out here, especially women, they got their bonnet on, their pajamas, and a wife beater, and their tits are just hanging all out. Now, imagine if the deal just went down right then. That's all you would have until you died and pined away. Just like that show Survivor. I'm telling you, that show Survivor is a social experiment. Esau Edom is being set up to construct this famine too. Because you always got to remember that he has been given the mind's eye to conduct and construct a new world order. So he's making his moves to take things out so he can rule forever. But what it's doing is fulfilling prophecy, which we will rule forever, starting with Yahweh Shai. But you can see how things are going about. These people ain't ready for Jacob's trouble. These careless daughters ain't ready for Jacob's trouble. These careless sons ain't ready for Jacob's trouble. You can tell it by a man and what he wears. You can look at a man and see what he wears, especially Israel, especially Jake. You can see what they're wearing and can tell you ain't ready. You ain't ready for what's coming, but you're going to have to face it. You're going to have to face it. Matthew 24 and 3, it says, and as he sat up upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? Right, the end of an age. The end of an age. This is what we're getting ready to embark on, brothers and you few sisters. We're getting ready to embark on the end of this empire, and it's going to go out bad. It's going to go out scarce. It's going to go out destitute. It's going to go out while they're pining away. Okay? Verse 7, and it says, I'll start at 6. It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. But you had a lot of Jakes troubled. When the whole Russia thing happened, all these Jakes were troubled. What the hell? See? All camp, I can do bad by myself. Well, go get judged by yourself. Because over here, the Lord has a spirit where the spirit is building the house of David. And there is a small community that's being built, all right, on YouTube, okay, in the spirit. You have brothers and sisters that are coming together being built up in the spirit, not physically, spiritually. So all the rest of them, hey, let their ass get left. Just like you sisters out there. Hey, let the rest of these hoe-ass hoes get left. You ain't one. You're becoming back to a daughter of Zion. You ain't got to worry about no hoe, your hoe down the street friend. Fuck them. Just like the brothers, we ain't got to worry about those Zoe dreadhead niggas and can't leave the hood. Fuck them. Leave them. See you later, bro. I'll see you on the other side. I got a God to serve. I got a Savior to repent to in his name. See? It says, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. Right. The third woe. Right. And it says, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. And we're seeing that on a wide scale. And that's another thing. When an earthquake happens, people's clothes get ripped. You get torn. Buildings break down. So survival is at an all-time high, and most won't make it. Do you know the word survive means to live after one's death? That's why I said this. I'm telling you, the show is spiritual. The word survivor means to live after one's death. Very spiritual show. Very spiritual show. It's in the scriptures. Those that are alive and remain. The word remain means survive. All right. Those that are alive and survive shall meet the Lord in the air. So we're going to have to survive all this. We're going to have to survive the famine, the pestilence, the earthquake. We'll have to survive that and have our spiritual garments so we ain't walking out here naked. This is spirit. Let me snag that real quick. Since the spirit's got me speaking about lewdness, Well, how much more on a spiritual level? You got a lot of lewd spirit, people in the spirit. Like you a lewd ass person, just like vocab. Lewd ass person. Look at this. 16 and 15. Look at this. Look at this. This is Holy Spirit. Let's grab this real quick. This is Revelation 16 and 15. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garment. Right? See? So it's very spiritual that lewdness is crude and offensive in a physical manner, but how much more on a spiritual level? So these people they lack garments physically, but ultimately they lack garments spiritually. So we have the necessities of what we need to be shown before Yahweh Shem Shai. Because remember, a man can't be naked before the Lord. So if you're naked physically, how much more spiritually? That's what it was talking about with Adam and Eve. It was spiritual. See? So these people lack the garments physically, but ultimately spiritually. See? We can physically see that you spiritually ain't got it. Let's go back. Let's go back to our points. It says, lest he walk naked and they see his shame. So you could walk naked physically and see shame, but you also ultimately are walking spiritually and they see the same. See the depth of lewdness and how dangerous and how contagious it can just devour. Lewdness is a spirit that just devours. Let's go into this word famine real quick. Okay. So when you go into this word famine, check this out. Let's go down. So it means, look, dearth, famine, and guess what? A great dearth is coming. Let's check that. And in Acts 11 and 28. And there stood up one of them named Agabus and signified by the Spirit. See, we speak through the Spirit. And one thing I've noticed, as it says in Acts, that they reject the Spirit. Okay. Especially women. A lot of you women are set up to reject the spirit that the Lord has put on the Israelite man. I've seen it. I've physically seen it. It says, and signified by the Spirit that there should be great dearth throughout all the world, which came to pass in the days of Claudius Caesar, right? Came to pass in the empire of Esau. Ain't nothing new under the sun. It's going to come again. Look, scarcity of harvest. You've had that, all right? Droughts of corn, wheat, all types, okay? Look, famine, dearth, through the idea of destitution, a scarcity of food. So if these people are lewd and wicked now, can you imagine being around these women and a scarcity of food? They will eat you. Do you know that there are Israelite women that ate their children? They will eat you. This is why, hey, let's get Psalms 1 and 3. Blessed is he that walketh not in the counsel of ungodly. Okay. Hey, the scriptures say, you can have an unbelieving woman, right? As long as she's pleased to dwell with. When a day of a famine, she might not be so pleasing to dwell with then. Keep that in mind. Psalms 1 and 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. It will be a blessing to you to not be walking amongst these women. And especially in a day of judgment, the vintage changes. The tempo changes. See, it's going to get real crazy out here. And it says, blessed is a man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful, right? It's going to be a blessing in that day, and we will see it. Okay, we will see the blessing. I'm thinking right now, Job 5. But let's go through. Look at how many times of famine. Do you understand that famine is a weapon that the Lord uses to judge the ungodly, lewd man and women? Okay, the Lord takes things from you since you want to take clothes off. Since you don't want to be in order, well, I'm going to take away food. I'm going to take away rain. I'm going to take away my word, and I'm going to take away my men. That's why it's going to be a famine of the word too. You don't want to hear this word? Good. Let me take it away now. Let your ass sit and wallow in your filth. See? Look at all these famines, man. Look at all these famines that came through the land. Okay. And even when even when David was ruling, and guess why the famine was there? Because of Saul's wicked ass. 2 Samuel 21 and 1. Then there was a famine in the days of David 3 years, year after year. And David inquired of the Lord, like, Yahweh Messiah, what's going on? What's going on? And the Lord answered, it is for Saul. See, you got a lot of brothers and sisters that are from the house of Saul. You know, and that's one thing I noticed too. Why the scriptures say try the spirit, right? Why the hell ain't there a spirit to try the spirit on these women coming in this truth too? Your ass needs to be tried because a lot of women are coming up another way. You got to examine yourself. You know, I seen a post the other day from Deacon Akai, and he said, why the sisters marry corny ass niggas? And I low key, I was offended. Like, damn, he has a spirit to be an enabler to the woman and get on the brothers. But why ain't there a spirit for you to get on the man? Look, this is spirit. Nationwide shortage of infant formula and consumers. Look at this going live right now. The spirit is speaking. Call all y'all about Shemashai. The spirit is speaking, man. And it says, and answered, it is for Saul and for his bloody house because he slew the Gibeonites. Right, see? For Saul, for wicked Jakes. See? Wicked ass Jakes. Let's keep going. Let's get some comfort and precepts for us. This is Job 5:20. In famine, he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. This is what we got coming. Okay. This is what we have coming. You see, this is what keeps us hopeful. At destruction, Job 5:22, at destruction and famine, thou shalt laugh. Do you know what kind of spirit you got to be in to laugh at destruction and famine? Man, that's a strong, bold spirit. And that's the spirit the Lord has given us. So call all y'all Bashmel Shai. Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Psalms 37:19. They shall not be afraid. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time. Right. Why would we be ashamed? Here it is. The shortages are coming because of lewdness. Why? I ain't lewd. I don't carry myself in a lewd manner. Why I gotta be ashamed? But you know who will be ashamed? The careless daughters. See? You got a lot of Shalom 144 Judite Queen. I seen a I don't even know why the hell this is over here. Damn, I don't even know why the hell that's there. Let's get this out of there. I don't even want to see this. Okay. All right. We're done looking at that. I seen a Jake woman the other day talking about Judah Queen. And I'm just thinking, like, is nobody going to correct this? It ain't got to be a rebuke, but can't you correct this? I'm telling you, man. Great judgment is coming. Great judgment is coming. And it's not just for the Israelite man. It's for the Israelite woman as well. This is a lesson through the spirit that the Lord has got on Jake. All right, but let's end it, though. It says, Psalms 37:19, they shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the days of famine, they shall be satisfied. And let's end it with Isaiah. What's that, 65? Let's go to Isaiah 65. My servant, okay? Haven't brought this one out in a while. My servant shall eat. Let's get that real quick. Isaiah 65:13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. And that's what's coming. Great shame is coming for the lewdness that you see in this city, okay? For these heathens, and also for Jacob. And that's why it's called Jacob's trouble, because Jacob is in trouble. So, you know, I pray that you brothers and you few sincere sisters, and I express that strongly, you few sincere sisters, okay, you are edified, exhorted, and admonished, all right, because the great evil day is coming. Matter of fact, one more, Jeremiah 30:7, real quick. The great evil day is coming, man, but he, Jacob, shall be delivered out of it, but the Israel of God. You have to walk and express yourself. Am I the Israel of God? See? And you have to believe that through faith. Jeremiah 30:7, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble. See? Who's Jacob? So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and those scattered abroad according to the diaspora of men, women, and children. Men, women, and children. Men, women, and children are Jacob. Okay? But he shall be saved out of it. So we need to walk and maintain ourselves like, no, I'm Jacob. I'm not a Gentile. I'm Jacob. Okay? So I pray that you brothers and few sisters, you are edified, you know, as I was, and I like to say, call Allah, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash, and double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do rule well. And peace and salutation to the Lord's elect. With that being said, shalom.